When I was 33, I became a single parent. I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I was on benefits, and life was pretty tricky, and I wanted to get off benefits. But I said to my best friend, what can I do? And she said, you're really good with kids and you're really good at yoga. And I thought, what am I going to do with that? So I Googled, and up popped Tatty Bumpkin.
I just love the whole ethos of, wanting to inspire children through using the yoga processes. And I loved how, it wasn't just sitting children down in a class telling them to do yoga poses. It's taking them through a whole multi-sensory adventure. It's storytelling, there's music along with it, which I think is such a great way to get children to do yoga in a simple way.
As a sort of a younger mum, mum with younger children, I think going back into work is quite daunting.
I was attracted to children inspired by yoga with Tatty Bumpkin because my daughter used to do it in a nursery, and she just absolutely loved it. She would come home and talk about it. I could see her doing the moves at home. I love yoga. I've been doing it for a long time over the years myself. And when I looked into Tatty Bumpkin further, I just knew that it was the right thing for me to do.
I love being part of a franchise. I love the interaction with the other franchisees. I think the support from our head office is second to none. They really support us every step of the way. Always there when we need them to talk to. The resources are exemplary, and it's just a great way to run your own business, but know that you've got a lot of support behind you as well, and you're never on your own.
I looked at franchising because I was ready to come out of the corporate world. I did have a 2-year-old. I needed something that was a little bit more flexible in working. I did consider setting up my own business, but I had 2 problems with that. One, I didn't know what, and secondly, I didn't actually know if I could. And I think what I liked about franchising was you had that support from a head office and a product that had a track record.
I love the fact that I can actually work my business around my family, and that I can pick up my son from school and I can be with him in the holidays, and my business is still running. So I run my business so that I have teachers as well. So I can actually look after my son, and my teachers can be teaching throughout the holidays.
So when I started my business, I was the sole teacher. I taught all the classes myself, as well as running the business. I then took on a couple of new teachers and trained those up and supported them as they started teaching more classes in nurseries and schools.
I've just always felt, that I wanted to do something on my own really for years now already. So it's, I've always been looking around, and then yes, when I came across this, I just thought it was a great model, for young people like myself to kind of have that guidance and that stepping stone in order to do, open up your own business, which is a huge step. But I mean, it's been so supportive. I've had so much support from everyone, so you never really feel like you're alone.
Over time, I felt that it was almost taking over my life too much. I was working evenings and weekends and felt the pressure to expand and to do that. So I made the decision to push back the classes to all of my teachers. And now I don't work weekends or evenings at all. My teachers run all my classes, and it's much more of a management role for me, which works so much better for my lifestyle and the way that my family are growing and at the age of my children at the moment.
What makes Tatty Bumpkin different to other children's activities is that it is a progressive programme. It aligns to EYFS. It contains so many different types of activities, including music and movement and storytelling, and of course the yoga.
In a really playful way, you can really help the children help themselves and learn for themselves how to cope with the stresses of life, how to regulate themselves, how to calm down, and it's all through laughter and fun and playfulness.
I love running my own business because I like the freedom to choose what I do and when I do it. So I choose the classes I run and the age groups I work with and the times of day so that I can be there for my children when I need to be.
I also found when I was teaching that I was at capacity. I couldn't expand my business. And now that my teachers are running the business, it's giving me a much more availability really in my time to go off and find new business. I can have those meetings with nurseries and schools, and my business is not affected at all. It's still running and expanding.
It's just amazing. You're so in the moment with the children. You're with them, you're celebrating with them, you're facing their challenges, whether they're physical or just trying to problem solve. It's nice to be in the moment and be in a child's world. They amaze you every day. They're absolutely awesome in how they think and how they behave, and that just gives you such a buzz.
I love running my own business because I like having the flexibility. I like being able to decide which hours I work, which direction I take the business.
This has given me the confidence to be almost a better mum, being able to play in my classes and play with my children a lot more. It's just built my confidence in myself of what I'm able to do.
I am so pleased I made the move to Tatty Bumpkin. It was the best thing I've ever done.
It's the most wonderful feeling when you find something you know you can do well and you love it.
Children Inspired by Yoga for me was a great investment because now I love doing my job. I get up in the morning, I'm excited to plan my classes, to go and deliver my classes to the children, see how they respond to them, and just come up with exciting new ideas for making next week's story another magical adventure.